To the next session. In this session of the lab, we are going to discuss about the TCP client server communication. And the second one is a network file system. And the last one is we are going to build one bulletin board. Okay. So let us move into the session in detail. Now, the first one is a TCP client and server communication, where this is a reliable client and server communication. We have discussed this concept in the reliable client server communication in the theory part also, right? So this is nothing but just a connection establishment between a client and server with a reliability. And this is a connection oriented, right? So thus here we need the connection to be established with a proper channel, that is with a local host should be there, and the port number will be with respect to the both, I mean the local host type and the local system type. Okay, so and here along with that we are going to have one message communication between the client and server also, right? So let us see this in detail. Now, this is our TCP client class I have utilized here. So where we are going to connect to our server. This is a client program. So we are going to connect with the server. Now, in the server connection, in the client program, we need to have the socket first with its object and the port number, right? And whatever the data which we are receiving should be under the buffer reader. Now, the client will be asking to enter your name. So that data, whatever we have entered, will be sent to the server, right? So while we are sending to the server in the similar format, we are going to write that data. Now, we need this input stream. Whatever the data written by the server will be as a stream flow, right, as a byte by byte. So that data we are going to take it, and we are going to store. At last, we are going to print as a data. Now, along with the data, we are going to print the local port number also to that system, whatever we have connected, and also the remote port number. Anyhow, the remote port number will be the local host port number itself. That is whatever we have utilized here, 80888, right? This one. So that will be same, but the local port number will be somewhat different, right? Now, the server communication is very easy, as we all doing from the beginning. So we should have the server socket class where we are going to accept the client with respect to this remote local host number. Then we have accepted that, and we'll print that client port number. Now, whatever the data which we are getting from the client, we are going to take it as a stream flow, as a byte, and then we are going to update that data. Whatever the data we have sent, that data will be updated with the concatenated to this hello message, and you will be printing onto the monitor. So if you can see this, server is ready now. So now client, at the client side, you're connecting to the server you'll get, and you will be entering, it will be asking us to enter Radha, your name. So I have entered as Radha. Now from here, the data will be sent to the server, and server will be giving that data back with the concatenation with the hello message. So hello Radha you will get, right? Along with that, as we have just mentioned, the local port number and also remote port number, that is 8088, will be printed. Local port number will be that particular system port number. Along with that, you will be having the socket data. So socket data will be having the address, the IP address, then the port number, which is of the remote type, and the local port number. So this is the socket data we have. So this data will be printed onto the monitor, right? So now let us see the procedure, how we are going to take this data into the real-time system now. Now I want another command prompt for the client and server communication. So I'm taking this as a client data, right? Now here, I have to move to my particular path where I have all the data available, right? Where we have executed the codes, that path I need. So I have copied it. Again, come back to the command prompts. Yeah, cd space that path. Here also cd space that path. Now execute that Java C. It is a file name we have. TCP client and TCP server, right? So let us, yeah. So this is Java C TCP server.java. And here Java C TCP client.java. Done. After this, we are going to execute server first. Server is ready now. Now at this moment, we have to execute the client. So connecting to the server. So here the client port is 50099, means this is the local port number. Now at the client side, it is asking me to enter your name. So I am entering my name here. Then, so after entering my name, this data will be under the byte stream format, byte by byte, we'll be sending to the server. So that server will be concatenating with the hello message and it will be giving our string once again back to us. After that, you are printing our local port number. So that is 50099. So 500099. Along with that, remote port number which we have utilized in the program is 8088. Along with that, you are going to print the address, local port, and the remote host port number, right? So this is the execution part which we are going to say under TCP client server communication, right? Now let us move to the next coding part. So this is about the working of NFS. So you should know the working of NFS in detail. Now, how we are going to configure NFS is the main aim which we are going to discuss now. Now, what is NFS? NFS is the distributed file system because network file system, which is under the distributed file system, it allows client to access files over the network, and even the server can give the access to number of clients. So all these procedures can be taken by the network file system. Okay, so in the distributed environment, network file system plays an important role for the movement of the files or a storage of the files, or else if we want to validate few files. So all this needs some machines, right? So to store or whatever. So these machines we call it as a client data. Now you will be having the server data and also the client machines. Now client can able to see the data, right, with the desired parameters. So for this, what we have to do is we have to create a folder. After creating the folder, you must create a file which you want to send from one system to the another system. Then you must know your IP address. So to know your IP address, we have a number of combinations. To the terminal, we can go with the ifconfig, right? So you have to type ifconfig so that you will be understanding, like you'll be knowing the IP address of your particular system, right? So this, enable all the services. So for enabling the services, you must move to the system services panel. There you have to enable network and NFS and also the security level, I mean the firewall systems and all. So you just enable all those. Then you start procedure with the network file system. So with the network file system, you will be having a number of combinations of mounting and mounting also. So as you all know, mounting is nothing but we are going to attach the file system from so and so location to our location, I mean the local system. Similarly, unmounting is nothing but we are going to detach that particular abc.txt from our system, and we will be, I mean, once we detach means it will be not available to the local system, right? So for this, you must open the terminal and just start typing df, okay? So that you will be having all the df is a disk free, and you will be having, I mean, you are going to free the disk first, and then you have to attach your file that whatever abc.txt with a message, I mean with the command mount minus t NFS, you have to type the IP address. Then you start giving the path of your file here. Okay, so that from then you just list by ls command, you just list the files which are available in that particular directory, so that you will be getting abc.txt. Right. So to unmount that, just umount -t. So instead of mount, you just go with the umount and then your IP address and then the same path, so that it will be disabled from, I mean, the detached from your file system. Right. So this is all about the NFS, understanding NFS working. Now, the last one is the implementation of bulletin board. See, bulletin board is nothing but it will be acting as a newsletter type of thing. So where we can post the news, and if I want to update the news immediately, I have to give the edit option to the already posted data, or else if I don't want that data to be available, just to delete that data. So these are the few basic things. And if I want to display, so all the bulletin news should be available as a notifications at one prompt, right? So all these are the few cases where I want to build my bulletin board. Okay. So for this, what we are doing is I have taken one bulletin board class. So where this class is having the array list combination. See, you are going to see the messages as the array list combination. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah. Array list combination. Then, so whatever the messages you have posted successfully, for that I am giving a message posted successfully message. And whenever I want to edit a particular message, from which index to which index I am about to update the message. So after every updation, I will be giving the existing message with the new message. Okay, so this new message I will be sending from the main method, so that we will see. So after every updation, I'm going to give message updated successfully. Okay. Next, delete message is nothing but you are going to remove that index. See, the method which we are going to utilize in the delete method is a remove of index. So that message deleted successfully. So for every possibility, if it fails, you just give the invalid message. Okay. So view message is nothing but if it is empty, you just show there are no messages in the bulletin. By is empty method, we are going to check that. Otherwise, you just start showing your, I mean, displaying your messages as a array list type till the size. Okay. I equal to 0 index to the messages dot size. You just start displaying the data. So that is what is a bulletin main, I mean the class. Now the main method class is a bulletin board app. So in this app, what I am doing is I am going with the menu combination. So in the menu combination, the first one is the post a message. So new messages will be created and that will be posted. So if I want to update that, you just go with the 2 option. If I want to delete, 3 option. If I want to view, 4 option. And if I want to exit from the app, you just go with the 5. Now, when my option is 1, you just ask the user to enter a message. So whatever the message entered, you just call that with a post message. Just before we have seen the definitions, right? So you just call that post message with that new message. I mean, the whatever the message you have done. Now, if you want to update the message, you enter the new message, and with that new message, you just call edit message. Okay. And if you want to see the message, just call view message directly. That's it. If you want to delete, just call a delete message with the index. I mean, which number you want, which index you want to delete. So that asks the user to enter that one and you just delete it. Okay. So 4 is nothing but just displaying the data. 5 is nothing but you are going to exit from the bulletin board. Okay. So this, if I give as false, so while we'll be running, when running is true. See, until this is true, we'll be keep on running with the loop, asking the user 1 or 2 or 3 with the choices. So at 5, I'm making run equal to false. So that while of false will be stopping your while loop. Okay. So this is all about the bulletin board execution part. So let us now see this execution part once again with a proper bulletin board app. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Now, Java C, bulletin, board, app.java. Okay, successful execution done. Now I am going with the execution procedure. So it will be asking me to take which option you want. See, as a beginner, I'm giving 4. So 4 means there are no messages in the bulletin board, right? So I should get that message immediately. Now I'm going to give 1. So enter your message. This is to notify. This is to notify exam postponed. Okay. So something postponed to tomorrow. Postpone tomorrow. Okay. So this is a message I want to update. So message posted successfully. Now at this moment, if I see the messages, the bulletin is having one and only one message, right? So again, I'm giving 1. So hi. So I'm saying hi to everyone at this message I'm giving. So this is a bulletin I have. Now I want to update. So I have given 2 options. So enter the number of message to edit. So I'm giving 2 because index 2 I want to update. Instead of hi, I want something else. Verify the data. Okay. So verify yourself, verify the data, something. Now at this moment, if I give 4, so can you see this? We are getting as a instead of high, we got verify the data, right? Now at this moment, I'm taking the option as 3, means delete option. So I have given 2. So after this, you just see the message which we are given is a verify the data to be deleted. So at that moment, I am giving 4 as option, means I have deleted with the second message. So at this prompt, if I giving 5, so I will be out of the window. So bulletin will be out and we are saying just goodbye, right? So these are the few bulletin concept which we are going to apply in the real time. So where we'll be having the proper front end touch and with the Android, if we develop this with this backend, so that will be so good to see also graphically, it will be very good. Okay. So till now, if you have any doubts, please feel free to contact anytime. Thank you.